So let's do our first example. I don't know why it says example 2. Okay, it does say example 2. Okay, so we're going to do example 2 for paired t-test. A study was conducted to investigate the effectiveness of hypnosis on reducing pain. Results for randomly selected subjects are shown in the table below. A lower score indicates less pain. The before value is matched to an after value, and the differences are calculated. The differences have a normal distribution. Are the sensory measurements on average lower after hypnosis? Tested a 5% significance level. Okay, so the subjects, there's how many people here? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. They just labeled them with letters. This is really common in medical. You don't want to identify your people. So if you give them a generalized like letters or special numbers that don't mean anything, then you're good. You gotta make sure that you're not identifying anybody. So subject A's before score was 6.6, their after score was 6.8. And remember, a lower score means less pain. So they're trying to see if hypnosis will help lower their pain level. All right. The hypothesis for this, all right, it wanted to know if it was going to lower the pain. So I'm going to use the less than sign. So I believe that hypnosis is going to lower the pain level. So my null is the mean difference is greater than or equal to 0. The alternative is the mean difference is less than 0. Minitab is going to do everything else. Okay, remember, you've got everything that you need to do here. It shows what you need to do. But I'm going to walk you through it right fast. So I've got my data in here. I'm going to show you where I have it. Here's the before and the after. You don't do it across, you do it up and down like I did that. So here's the before, here's the after. And I label everything just so I know what it is. This actual Minitab sheet, when I was making the PowerPoint before and I was playing with everything, you can see I have everything that I've done before in here. Stats, basic statistics, paired t-test. Okay, each sample is in a column. So the first one was after, and the second sample is before. Okay, why? Because it wanted to know if it lowered it. All right. So, hit OK. All right. So the after sample had 8 subjects. The mean was 5.588. Standard deviation was 2.608. The before had 8 subjects, which you have to have the same number of subjects because it's the same subjects. Does that make sense? I don't have different people for the before and after. It's the same group of people. If somebody drops out, you can't count them. You have to have the before and after. So for the before, for those 8 people, the average pain level was 8.713 and the standard deviation was 2.177. Okay. So then I get the effect of the difference. So the average difference was negative 3.13 with a standard deviation of 2.91. And here we go. If I look here, here's my null, here's my alternative. T-value is negative 3.04. P-value is 0.009. Okay, so let's go break that down. All right, so I have everything here. Why did I do my after before? Because I wanted to, remember that they were seeing if it reduced pain. So I'm doing the after before, that's why. Okay, so I've got everything I need. And again, if you look here, it's everything you need, okay? So let's conclude it. So my p-value is 0.009. So since 0.05 is less than or equal to 0.009, ooh, I messed that up really bad. It is less than or equal to, let me put this right. I don't know why I flipped that one, but I caught an error. Okay. So since my p-value is less than my level of significance, so this is a true statement. So that is a true statement because remember, if I put the 0 right there, 9 is less than 50. Okay, we reject the null. So at the 5% level of significance, there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the sensory measurements on average are lower for after hypnosis. So hypnosis appears to be reducing the pain. So something's going on. And if I look back here, let me go back to Minitab. There is a difference. Like it lowered it a good bit. And if I go back up here and look, before the pain levels were around 8.7, afterwards they were about 5.5. So it is doing something. So that's where you use that. Again, I could use this like with students pre and post test, those kind of things. All you have to do is just take your time. I would always put the after one first and then the before, and you should be good.